So 2 years ago, I made a mistake that should have cost me money. Instead, it made me $50,000. And no, this isn't clickbait. I'm going to walk you through exactly what happened. Because honestly, it's one of those stories where even I still can't fully believe it worked out. Let me set the scene. I was doing what most people do, putting a small amount of money into an investment account every month. Nothing fancy, just automatic transfers, set it and forget it. The kind of boring financial habit everyone tells you to build and then you forget it even exists. Here's where the mistake comes in. I was setting up my automatic transfer one night, half paying attention, scrolling on my phone at the same time. We've all done this. And I accidentally added an extra zero. Instead of transferring $100 into my investment account, I transferred $1,000. Now, normally, this is the part of the story where I panic, and I did. I saw the notification, my stomach dropped, and I immediately thought, okay, rent is due in 4 days. Why did I just send 10 times more money than I meant to? So I go to fix it. I'm ready to transfer the money right back out. But here's the thing. The platform I was using had a small withdrawal delay, a few business days before you could pull funds back out once they were invested, which meant that extra $900 was stuck. Whether I liked it or not, it was going into the market. And this is where the story takes a turn nobody, including me, was expecting. So that extra $900 sits there, stuck in the market, completely out of my control, and over those few days, the market actually went up. Not by a crazy amount, like 2%, but enough that I thought, okay, that's kind of funny. My typo accidentally made me a little money. I figured that was the end of the story, a weird little anecdote to tell people at parties. Spoiler, it was not the end of the story. Here's what actually happened. Because that extra $900 was now sitting in my investment account, it wasn't just growing, it was compounding alongside my regular monthly contributions, month after month, year after year, and I never went back and fixed the mistake. I just left it. Partly because I forgot, and partly because I got used to seeing a slightly bigger number every time I checked my account. 6 months later, I actually looked closer at my statement, and I realized something. My typo hadn't just added $900 one time, it had permanently changed my monthly contribution rate going forward, because I never reset it back to $100. I was now investing $1,000 a month instead of $100, without even realizing it. And look, I'm not saying my finances were perfect during this time. I definitely ate more instant noodles than a grown adult probably should. But that accidental habit, investing 10 times more than I planned, kept going for almost 2 full years before I even noticed the math. By the time I actually sat down and calculated everything, contributions, plus growth, plus compounding, the number in front of me was just over $50,000 from a typo. A genuine, half-asleep, scrolling on my phone typo. Now, here's the part where I tell you the actual lesson, because obviously I'm not recommending you go accidentally overspend and hope for the best. So here's what this whole accident actually taught me. And it's not make typos and get rich, obviously. If anything, my bank account got lucky one time, and I will not be testing that theory again. The real lesson is this. The amount of money you invest matters way less than most people think, and consistency matters way more. I didn't get rich because I was smart. I got rich-ish because I accidentally forced myself to save more than I was comfortable with, and then I just didn't touch it. I didn't check it obsessively. I didn't panic sell when the market dipped. I just let it sit there and grow, boring and untouched, for 2 years. And that's genuinely the most unglamorous financial advice in existence. There's no secret stock, there's no perfect entry point. There's just pay yourself first, automate it so you don't have to think about it, and then get out of your own way. Now, I'm not telling you to go increase your contributions by 10x overnight, because that's genuinely not realistic for most people, and I got lucky that I could still cover rent that month. But what I am telling you is this. If you've been meaning to bump up how much you invest each month, even by a small amount, this is your sign. You don't need a dramatic typo to force yourself into it. You can just decide. So here's my actual question for you. If you accidentally sent 10 times more money into savings tomorrow, Would you panic and pull it back out? Or would you let it ride? Drop it in the comments. I actually